Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, Governing Thoughts. Today I'm going to be talking about the moon. Not the moon orbiting the earth, but Carl from the YouTube channel The Moon, one of the biggest YouTube channels about crypto at the moment. Yesterday he predicted that Bitcoin will be $200,000 in 2025 at the top of the bull run, and he also predicted that you are likely to never see the prices that we are seeing right now with Bitcoin ever again. And I think he's right about both of those things. And I'm going to show you how. I promise you won't regret sticking around. What we're going to use is Fibonacci retracements starting back in 2013. And we're going to go through Bitcoin's history from 2013, 2017, 2021, and how Fibonacci's were able to tell us what Bitcoin's price is going to be every time. And using that is how we can predict the future for 2025 and 2029. So I'll also be able to tell you how much Bitcoin will be in 2029 if you stick around. All right, so let's jump here into the charts. Here we're using the Bitcoin US dollar one day candles chart from Bitfinex, and using the Fibonacci retracement tool here. If you are familiar with it or not, Fibonacci retracements are based on Fibonacci numbers. It's a very cool thing. Actually, I would suggest you go Google it and learn about it. But that is what allows us to do what we're about to do. So let's jump in here. So if we take the Fibonacci retracement from the top of the Bitcoin price back in April 2013, which isn't a bull run, but somehow this peak allows us to predict the price for the top of 2013 bull run. So if I drag it down to the bottom of the wick, so Bitcoin's lowest price after that in the bear market in 2013, we can see that this Fibonacci extension at the top of it at the 4.236 line, it extends right up to Bitcoin's price, right? At the top of the bull run in 2013. So it's quite amazing that we can do this. And this is not a coincidence, guys. This is just how Bitcoin works. So let's carry on here. And one thing to note is that this peak in 2013 happened in December, and the November started December 2013, right? So keep that in mind because that's important going forward. And now let's take the Fibonacci retracement once again from the top of the market in 2013, and let's run it for 2017. See if it gives us that answer once again, like what just happened in 2013. So let's take it to the bottom of the wick because it's a pretty strong wick. So let's just use the wick anyway. But what you'll see here is that Bitcoin actually went a lot higher than this Fibonacci retracement. And not to say that this makes it so Fibonacci retracements are no good for Bitcoin anymore, that it's voided and we can't use it again. What happened here is that Bitcoin was supposed to go to this $4,500 price range no matter what. It was bound to go there, and what happened is it hit that, it bounced down into the 2.618, and it bounced right up past the 4.236, and that's technically what you consider like a super cycle. Sorry about that. And that's technically what you consider a super cycle, and because Bitcoin shot right through that 4.236. And the cool thing here is that we can take this Fibonacci retracement, and instead of running it off the 1, we run it off of the 0.236 to the top of the previous 2013 bull run, and you will see that this takes us to the top of the market in 2017, which is pretty cool. And you may be thinking, oh, well, you're just adjusting it so that it fits. In this scenario, this is what happened, but going forward, what we've seen here at the start in the first run in 2013 is what keeps happening over and over, and it's what we're going to use to predict the price in 2025 and 2029. So if I extend this here across, roughly there, roughly at the bottom, you can see that you could have predicted what the top of the market was going to be in 2017. And once again, that top of the market happened in December. So it tends to be in December at the end of the year of the bull run every time, guys. And you'll see that that's the case once again in 2021. So let's run the Fibonacci retracement once again to the bottom of the market. There you go. It won't be accurate, but close enough for this illustration, guys. Look at that. Right to the peaky top of the bull run. And it's almost like magic. I feel like almost like I have a cheat sheet with this now. It's amazing. And I believe the reason why it works so well is because Bitcoin's so predictable. And that is due to the halving cycles. Due to Bitcoin reducing its supply into the market every 4 years, supply and demand economics just kicks in, guys. There's no CEO, no marketing team. Bitcoin is just working off of an algorithm, off of mathematics and supply and demand economics. So it's very predictable using Fibonacci retracements. Any other crypto is different because they are ran by CEOs, by companies. They can make mistakes like FTX. So it's impossible to predict something like that, right? But Bitcoin is technology, it's math, it's supply and demand economics, and that's why we can do this. And now for the thing that you are here for is the price for 2025. So if I take this Fibonacci retracement from the top of 2021 and bring it down to the bottom of the market 2023, what do we get? We get about $230,000, guys, for the top of the 4.236 Fibonacci band. You can tell here that it didn't hit the top. So we can expect the price to be anywhere between this band. I mean, anywhere between 200,000 and 230,000, which is technically what Carl from the Moon predicted. And so this is why I think he's right. But not only that, guys, the other thing that he predicted was that you're likely to never see these prices again of $23,000 where we are right now. And I'll show you why right now. So as you can see, if I drag the screen back to when Bitcoin first started in 2013, you can see that we keep having higher lows and higher highs every bull run. So the peak in 2013 is lower than the peak in 2017, and same as the bottom in 2013 is lower than the bottom after 2017, and then the top and the bottom of 2017 are now way lower than what we have right now in 2021 and in 2023. So the bottom keeps getting higher and higher, guys. And so if we run the Fibonacci retracement once again off of the 2025 bull run, we can anticipate what the next bottom is going to be. So if I run this Fibonacci retracement from the top, let's say it goes somewhere in the middle of the band here. If we run it down to the 0.786, which is where it tends to come down to every time so far, you can see that the bottom is not going to be as low as we are right now. It's not going to be low 20s. It's going to be around $55,000 the next bottom. So technically, the Carl from the Moon is right that you'll likely never see these prices again, and you only have 2023 to buy in. You can buy in later on, but at higher prices. And so now we know what the price of the top of the market is going to be in 2025 approximately, and knowing that the peak, as we were talking about before, tends to happen in December every year. Last year it happened in November, so you can see here, November 2021. So my guess is that in 2025 it's going to happen either in November or December, most likely November. And then I ran this extension and I didn't really talk about the price up here. But the cool thing is that by running the Fibonacci extension off of the 2025 bull run, we can see what the price might be in 2029, which looks like approximately $800,000, which is pretty cool to see, guys. I love this tool. There's so much to get from this. There's so much more detail here that I don't want to go into in this video, because I just wanted to talk about the top of the markets 2025 and 2029, and the fact that you're likely to never see these prices again. So with that, guys, I have confirmed that Carl from the Moon is right. Feel free to send him this video and tell him that Haler has confirmed his thesis, his analysis, that Bitcoin will be $200,000 in 2025. With that, guys, share this video with anybody you know that's into crypto, that might find it useful to have a North Star, a target to try and hit, not just get caught up in the hype of $1 million Bitcoin, because it will happen, guys. So don't get caught up in the hype. Use this as a plan of when to get in, when to get out. Thanks for watching, guys. Please hit the like button and subscribe. I'll talk to you in the next video.